What's going on, guys? My name is Minnesota Burns, and as usual, I thank you so much for stopping by. And today is a little surprise video. As you can see, we are playing Homefront. And I was debating on whether or not I was going to buy this game because of the mixed reviews it got from a lot of different commentators and magazines and all that stuff. But I don't mind this game. I think it was actually pretty fun. This is like the second or third game I played, so it's not the best gameplay. Still kind of getting used to the maps and really how to play. And a lot of people said the graphics were not that great and all that, but it's not as bad as many people would say it is. Of course, it's not up to par with the Call of Duty graphics and all that. If you can see the gun that I'm using right now, you probably recognize it from Modern Warfare 2. That is the ACR, or the Adaptive Combat Rifle. And it works pretty good in this game. I like the gun sounds in this game. It's really a little bit more realistic, and the gameplay is a little bit more realistic. And the reason games like this, these first-person shooters, get such bad reviews sometimes is because people can't get it out of their head when they try to review first-person shooters of thinking of Call of Duty and comparing everything to Call of Duty. And that's why people don't have fun with these games, especially like Battlefield or Medal of Honor or Bad Company and games like that, is that they have that mindset that Call of Duty is the best game first-person shooter-wise or first-person military shooter-wise, and that may be true. They are the template, if you will, for making first-person shooters, and they are the industry standard for first-person shooters, especially military shooters. But I think people get in the mindset of thinking that everything has to live up to it, and if every game was exactly the same as Call of Duty, then you would just get bored. And I think it's good that games don't try to 100% copy Call of Duty, because they're just trying to make a fun game that's a little bit different. And I think if you put it out of your mind that everything has to be up to standards with Call of Duty, I think you'll have a lot more fun. And that's what I did when I played this game. I just kind of said, this isn't Call of Duty, it's not going to play like Call of Duty, and I had a lot more fun. Granted, I didn't have the best games, and I was getting a little frustrated with it right there. As you see, I got killed from afar when I probably should have been using the sniper rifle. And right here I give it my own try, but I don't do too very well with it. Did that even make sense? I don't know. But this game is fun. I really like the class customization. It's a lot deeper than Call of Duty's class customization. There's a lot of attachments for guns, and there's a lot of different kill streaks that you can have. And kill streaks go by battle points, which are, by kills or assists, capturing objectives. And I can't remember what I was using here. I think I was using an airstrike, but there's a lot more that you can get. Now, the one that I'm looking forward to is the white phosphorus bomb. If you don't know what white phosphorus is, it's very, very, very deadly. Basically, it's instant death because of smoke inhalation and the burns. It's like a napalm strike, I guess you could call it, but it isn't. I don't know how to describe it. The Israelis used it in real life on the Palestinian civilian population, which, good or bad, you can decide. I'm not going to debate that whole thing, but yeah, that's what it is. And I love the weapons in this game. A lot of them, they have the M4, the ACR. I don't know if there's any really futuristic weapons. Maybe one. If you didn't know, this game takes place in 2027 with the Korean occupation of the United States. A lot of it takes place in California, I believe. I think San Francisco is the city to get to in the single player, which I haven't dove into too much. The first couple of, what do you call it? First couple levels, I guess, that I played, I wasn't that impressed with the campaign. The characters in it are kind of choppy and kind of cartoony. I prefer the multiplayer, but I think a lot of people do. But maybe we'll see if it gets better. I think the storyline's a little jumbled and not all put together here. And look at this right here. I'm just like, yep. As you can see, this game is kind of like domination. Only it plays best out of 3. I think it's you got to fill your meter up twice. It's whoever gets to 2 meters full, and when you get the first one, it pushes the enemy back, so they have to retreat and all that. But what do you guys think of this game? I did get a couple of invites from people on my friends list that were playing it. I absolutely love how you spawn in, where you can get a good view of where your teammates and enemies are, so you aren't really blind. And the spawn system is very, very good in this game. I haven't spawned behind an enemy or in front of an enemy and gotten killed instantly or anything like that, because you can kind of see where the enemies are when you're spawning in, so you can kind of get an idea of how you're going to play your next life. There are vehicles in this game, and a lot of them, and you get them based on kill streaks or battle points is what they call them in Homefront. But they're not overpowered at all like I thought they would be. They are generally pretty easy to kill if you put a effort towards it. But As you can see here, I have an RPG. This is a very, very bad rendered RPG. It doesn't even look like one whatsoever, unless it's, I guess you could say maybe it's a futuristic RPG, since this is 2027. But the adaptive combat rifle looks the same, so I don't know if they were going to try to experiment with weapons or kind of go with what the modern weapons are today. And it looks like they kind of went in that direction. Right here I get smoked by this vehicle. I try to get behind the concrete barrier there, but to no avail. But what do you guys think of this game? I've heard a lot of mixed reviews like, hey, this game is terrible, it's not Call of Duty. Well, of course it's not Call of Duty, it's Homefront. And it's made by THQ, which I don't know if they've made any shooters in the past, but it seems like this is their first shooter. They're the people who make SmackDown vs. Raw, the wrestling game. That's all I know them for. But this game, pretty fun. I haven't played too much of it yet, but my first impressions are better than I thought it would be, based on some of the bad reviews. But I saw it at the store and I said, you know what, I've played enough Call of Duty right now, and I could use a little break from it. Obviously, you guys know I've been playing a little bit more of World at War, so going back to the older Call of Duties, but I thought, you know what, I'll give this game a shot, and I'm also going to give Battlefield 3 a shot when it comes out in November, probably a little bit before Call of Duty launches. But this game is really fun, and I know I'm not going to show you the whole gameplay because I'm playing ground control, I think is what it's called, and the games are really, really long, like 10-15 minutes, so I cut it out at I think about 8.5 minutes or something like that after I get an airstrike. But it's really fun, it's really easy to maneuver around the map, especially when you get that first initial spawn, seeing where everyone is when you spawn up. And another cool thing about the spawns is it's kind of like Battlefield, where you can kind of pick where you want to spawn. You can come in as infantry on the main spawn, back of the map and not in the battle, or you can spawn into an enemy vehicle. You can spawn into the gunner if your enemy has if your teammate has a vehicle. You can spawn into it, or you can bring a vehicle of your own. And the one I really like is deploying the drone. That's really cool. I don't know if it's a kill streak or anything. I've used it only like once, but if you've seen like military shows or anything like that, like there's one right there. That's the drone right there. I try to chase it down with the RPG, and I think the other guy gets me from behind or something. I was like, I need to get this little asshole over here running through, and then I'm like, oh, I'm on B. I might as well capture it. And you really have to burst fire the weapons. There is recoil, especially from long distances. Even with an assault rifle like the ACR, it's not a no recoil weapon like it was in Modern Warfare 2, where you could just lay on the trigger and take someone down from like a million yards away. But as you can see down in that lower left hand corner, you can see that the USA is nearly getting their first cap to make it 1-1, but I don't show the entire gameplay, so I'm not going to know how it finishes out. Get taken out by a vehicle again. There's no kill cams, but you can kind of see where the guy came from, which is kind of cool. I guess you can show, like, I got snuck up on a couple times, and here's my airstrike, and this video is coming to a close, and I'm sorry it wasn't the best gameplay or commentary. I just kind of started playing this game. Would you guys like to see more? Have you guys bought this game? What do you think of it? But anyways, my name is Minnesota Burns. This has been Homefront, the first look at it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. Leave a like rating if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.